Alright everybody, this is the video. We are going to get started on this incubator build. I'm really excited. I just got the flex watt in and I got the 21-inch wide flex watt, 6 foot long, which should work perfect in here. So let's get started. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all these little screws to get this plate off of there so we can see what's behind there. So I get rid of this hose and find a nice spot to drill holes for my wires. So that'll be the first thing. So let me get those things off there and we'll pop back on. I'll show you exactly what I did, how I did it, and what we're going to do next. Okay, I got my 21-inch wide flex watt, 6 foot long, and I have my cord that I'll be plugging into my thermostat, hooked up with these little stereo connectors, which I slide through the little plastic between the plastic piece and the copper strip, and then I bolt them down with little washers, nuts, and bolts. That's how I do mine, and I tape it off so it's nice and safe. That's how I do mine. Everybody does things differently. I had to punch these with a screw. Works better with a hole punch, just saying. Alright, so I took this plate off, and just like I thought, it wasn't just the drain hose, but there's also a copper pipe back there that I do not want to remove. Again, I'm keeping the compressor in place, so it's just going to have to stay. And that's okay. You won't even see it. Flex will cover the whole thing. I also decided to put the hole out the side right here. Oh, that was awesome. I hope I got that on video. Although it will come out here on the side and I'll be able to put my thermostat right on top. Hey, look at that. I don't support Brian Barczyk. Look, it's the only sticker I have in my incubator. Thing I'm going to do is I'm going to secure the flex watt in place where I want it. So that's where we're going to go right now. Alright, so right now I have it kind of just tacked down with a few pieces of tape just to kind of hold the form that I want. So that's pretty much where I want it. I think that will look fine. That glare makes it look like there's some weirdness in it, but that's okay. But yeah, I think that will work just fine. And I wanted it to come across the bottom almost all the way, so that actually fit perfect. So now I can put some bottled waters down there, maybe even a tub of standing water. I don't know if I'm going to do that though with this one. You know, I don't think I am. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do right now before I start taping this all off and getting it sealed up good is I'm going to reinstall the wire that will be running through here, and then I will finish taping it up. Alright, so I have it tacked in as I showed you before, and now I have the exposed parts covered safely. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around all the way around it and seal it off with the foil tape so I have a nice tight fit, and we will move on. I'm really going to like this. I'm glad I finally got myself a nice glass front cooler deal. I actually have a really big one at my house right now too, but I can't get it in the door here. It's so big I can't even get it in the door. I was thinking about making it into like a dual enclosure instead of an incubator, but who knows. Alright, so I got it all taped up. You know, as good as it needs to be. Again, you can do a much neater job if you like, but this will definitely work. So very happy with that. Alright, the next thing to do is figure out which thermostat I want to use and get that set up in here, and I will be rocking. So yeah, let's get that set up, then we'll turn it on, see if we can get it up to temp. Man, this is coming along pretty smooth. With a quick intermission to take a look at this girl. She's actually in laying position, and she has definitely wallowed out an area for herself, because it wasn't like that this morning. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish this up in here, and just making it through the door. So I'm very happy about that, because my little rollers are pretty high. So yeah, I'm going to finish this in here. Let's get to it. I want to get this in here, get a thermostat on it. Let's get it up to temps and see what we got. Forgot about those. And as long as you stay within the guidelines of what you actually need and what this incubator actually has to do, no matter what you use will be just fine. Again, I've used coolers. I'm still using an old refrigerator now that I probably will keep and use forever. Although it might be used for geckos with my son, but it'll still be used forever. Works fine. Alright, back to the build, and as with every build I do, I always leave a mess, but she is in her final resting place. So all we have to do now is hook up the thermostat, the probe, get her up to temp, and hopefully everything goes smooth. But so far so good, and I'm still waiting for something for that top banner there to say fits family constrictors. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so we are up and running. We've got thermostat going. Alright, let's see if we get her to temps, and that will be it. Pretty darn cool. Alright, so we got her hooked up. She's starting to pick up some temperature now. We're going to test her out, see how it works, and then we will just do a brief overview of what I did, and we're in this video. I hope this helped somebody. Again, this wasn't as detailed as my last incubator build, but this was fairly simple. I would definitely imagine anyone out there could pretty much do this. So don't let it worry you if you're thinking about doing it. Hopefully you can disconnect the compressor like I did. Again, thanks Jeff. So before I go, I want to say a little shout out to LKB Reptiles. Man, this is your first season. I'm wishing you the best. You're gonna worry when waiting for eggs. You're gonna worry waiting for them to hatch, and that will probably never change, my friend. That's part of the excitement, and I'm really excited for you. You're a good guy. You got a good collection. You got a good mind, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. All right, so we will check back in when this thing is running properly, and we will close out this video. Oh, already up to 86. All right. So we are going to check on this one last time. The very bottom rack, we are at 89 degrees exactly, and it's been holding at that for about 5 minutes now. So I'm good with that rack being between 89 and 90. Up here in the egg box, we are at 88.5, which is just inside of my parameters, which is good. It's going up to 88.6. I will see how high that goes, but I think I'm going to stay right within my guidelines without any issues whatsoever. So I think it's going to work just fine. Now, if something happens and I find I come in tomorrow and it didn't work out, I will definitely add that in my next video, and I will try and figure out what that mistake is. But fan going, everything seems to be working. Pretty stoked, pretty stoked. Alright everybody, please go check out LKB Reptiles. He's such a great guy. His link is below. Thank you for watching my videos. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, let you know I upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See me bye.